Tonight, we take you to Central America, where the earth is being moved on a scale not seen for over a century. Imagine a waterway, wider and deeper than anything before, cutting through jungles and mountains, the Nicaragua Grand Canal. Backed by $50 billion from Chinese investors, this project is set to reshape global trade. Designed for the world's largest ships, it challenges the long-standing dominance of the Panama Canal. This is more than construction. It's a bold statement of shifting power and ambition. China's involvement signals a new era, questioning the established order of global logistics. For Nicaragua, it's a high-stakes bet on prosperity and partnership with a superpower. Supporters promise jobs and investment. Critics warn of environmental disaster and foreign dependence. The canal is now a reality, with construction advancing daily. The world is watching as the stakes rise. This is about redrawing the map of the 21st century. From shipping magnates in Shanghai to farmers in Nicaragua, the impact will be global. Tonight, we go behind the headlines to uncover the truth about this colossal undertaking. We'll explore its promise, its peril, and its profound impact on all of us. Welcome to the story of the Nicaragua Grand Canal. The idea of a canal through Nicaragua is centuries old. Long before the Panama Canal, Nicaragua's geography tempted explorers and engineers. Lake Nicaragua and the San Juan River offered a natural path between oceans. For years, the US considered Nicaragua for a canal, but lobbying and politics shifted the project to Panama. The Nicaraguan dream faded but never died. In the 2010s, President Daniel Ortega revived the vision, seeking new partners as China's global influence grew. China, eager to bypass US-controlled routes, became the project's powerful backer. In 2013, Nicaragua granted a 50-year concession to the HKND Group, led by Chinese businessman Wang Jing. The deal gave exclusive rights to build and operate the canal, signaling a new era of Chinese involvement in the Americas. This was no longer just a dream, it was a geopolitical move. China was stepping into America's backyard, challenging a century-old status quo. The old dream returned, now with the financial muscle to become reality. The world took notice. This was more than engineering. It was a shift in global power. The Nicaragua Canal was back on the map. As of October 2025, the Nicaragua Grand Canal is transforming the country's landscape. After early delays, construction has accelerated, led by a major Chinese conglomerate. New ports at Brito and Punta Gorda are partially operational, receiving heavy machinery. Massive dredgers work around the clock, deepening channels on both coasts. Excavation through the Rivas Isthmus is underway, with millions of tons of earth moved weekly. About 35% of the excavation is complete, aiming for a 2030 finish. The canal will be 278 kilometers long, 3 times the Panama Canal, and able to handle the world's largest ships. The world watches with awe, skepticism, and concern as Nicaragua's future is reshaped. The canal's $50 billion price tag dwarfs Nicaragua's economy. Initially fronted by HKND Group, the project is now controlled by a major Chinese state-owned enterprise. Funding comes from Chinese state banks, with loans secured against future canal revenues. Nicaragua receives a minority stake and annual fees, but trades sovereignty for economic promise. The canal aims to capture 5% of global trade by 2035, targeting ships too large for Panama. Tolls will compete with Panama, but financial risks loom. Cost overruns and global trade shifts could threaten repayment. Critics warn of debt-trap diplomacy as China gains leverage over Nicaragua. The nation's future now hinges on the canal's success. The canal's construction has rattled the Western Hemisphere, especially in Washington. For the US, a Chinese-controlled canal in Central America is a direct challenge to its influence. US officials cite transparency and environmental concerns, while military analysts worry about strategic implications. Panama, once the region's shipping king, now faces competition and is forced to innovate. The Panama Canal Authority downplays the threat, but urgency is clear behind the scenes. In Latin America, reactions are mixed. Some welcome China's investment, Others fear environmental fallout. Costa Rica is alarmed, warning of ecological disaster along the shared San Juan River. Diplomatic tensions have risen, straining regional relations. The global business community is watching closely, weighing the risks and opportunities of two competing canals. Shipping giants plan for a future with new routes and vessel sizes. Competition could lower tolls, but uncertainty remains until the canal is complete. Boardrooms from Rotterdam to Singapore are recalculating supply chains. The Nicaragua Canal is now a central topic in global trade strategy. The Nicaragua Canal will redraw global shipping routes. It introduces the Nicaraguamax class, ships larger than ever before, bypassing Cape Horn and the Suez Canal. A Nicaraguamax ship from Shanghai to New York could save days and hundreds of nautical miles. This shift could pull cargo traffic from the Suez and boost U.S. East Coast ports. The canal will become a logistics hub, with free trade zones and industrial parks attracting new business. South American exporters gain a direct route to Asia, deepening ties with China. U.S. East Coast ports must upgrade to handle these giants, while West Coast ports may see declines. Rail and trucking demand will rise as goods move inland. The canal acts as a magnet, shifting the center of global trade eastward. The economic geography of the Americas is being transformed. The canal is more than economics. It's a geopolitical move by China. Analysts see it as part of China's Belt and Road Initiative, but with sharper strategic intent. By controlling a major trade artery in the Western Hemisphere, China reduces reliance on U.S.-monitored routes. This is strategic flanking, a secure channel for trade and potentially naval assets right on America's doorstep. The $50 billion investment buys influence and security, not just profit. China's model, big infrastructure, few political strings, appeals to developing nations like Nicaragua. The Americans come with speeches. The Chinese come with bridges and ports, one diplomat told us. But this influence comes at a cost. Nicaragua's 50-year concession gives China extraordinary leverage. If the canal struggles, Nicaragua may owe even more to its creditors. It's a high-stakes gamble, economic gain versus political sovereignty. The canal is a piece in a much larger game of global power. For China, it's a strategic foothold. For Nicaragua, a risky leap into the future. The world's balance of power is shifting, one waterway at a time. Beyond geopolitics, the canal's impact is felt most by Nicaragua's people and environment. The route cuts through rainforests, wetlands, and indigenous lands, threatening Lake Nicaragua's ecosystem. Environmentalists warn of irreversible damage, pollution, habitat loss, and severed migration corridors. Over 30,000 people face displacement, many without adequate compensation or consultation. Protests have been met with government force, deepening divisions within the country. For many, the canal means losing home and heritage, not gaining prosperity. Progress on this scale comes with victims, often unheard amid the roar of bulldozers. The Nicaragua Grand Canal is more than a construction project. It's a global fault line. It marks China's bold challenge to U.S. dominance and Nicaragua's gamble for prosperity. The consequences, economic, environmental, and social, are profound and irreversible. The canal will realign shipping, create new opportunities, and intensify U.S.-China rivalry. This is a quiet revolution, redrawing the world's map with water, not ink. It's a preview of a future shaped by shifting power and tough choices. The story of the canal is a testament to ambition and a warning about its price. The tides of history are shifting, and here in Nicaragua, you can see the current.